it's Max. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another story time. Now, I don't really know if you guys enjoyed my last story time, but I like to think you did. But anyway, whatever, this story that happened to me is actually like too crazy for me to not share as a video. The story happened to me, I think like 2 weeks ago from now, but Lord knows when I'm gonna upload this video. So just imagine in your imagination that it was like 2 weeks ago from whenever you're watching this video. So I go to school in Pretoria, but my mom lives here in Johannesburg, which means I take the Gautrain almost every weekend. I come home and I see my mom and whatever. Right now I'm home in Joburg, and usually like I come home, I see my mom and whatever, and I take the Gautrain from Hatfield to like Sandton. Cool. I don't live in Sandton, don't get it twisted, I'm not money yet. I'm a frequent user of the Gautrain. Now, if you've ever used the Gautrain, you know that there's a rule that there's no eating or drinking in the Gautrain, and everyone's kind of cool with that. Like, we all know the Gautrain's not really like a place where you want to kind of pull out a full course meal anyway, so it's okay. Before I go any further, I want to let you guys know what type of person I am. I like to think I'm a very respectful person and a very sweet type of like shy person. So if something like, let's say if we're at a restaurant or whatever, I'm always very sweet to the waitresses, I'm always very sweet to people, because that's just the type of person I am. I'm not keen on confrontation and that type of stuff, so I just never do it. But this guy caught me on the wrong day, hey? So anyway, 2 weeks ago, I'm now at the Sandton station and I'm going home to Hatfield. On my way home, I had gotten Burger King and I didn't manage to finish everything in the car. So I put my burger in my bag, but now I had like the drink. And you know the drink is that like McDonald's cup. Oh my God, what is that hand movement? You know the drink is like that, oh my God. I don't know how to do it without, you know.
No, nasty.
But you know what the cup situation is with the straw, like it wasn't a bottle. So my mom said to me in the car, aren't they gonna give you trouble with your bottle? And I looked at her and I was like, no, they won't, and even if they do, I'll handle it. Guys, listen to your mothers. Mothers are psychics, mothers are prophets, mothers know everything. Lo and behold, I get in the station and now I go up to like the ticket machine, like where you load like credit into your card so you can go on the train, and I go to the machine and now an officer comes up and he's dressed in blue, and it's very important what color he's dressed in because there's gonna be other officers playing out in the story. And now the blue officers are like normal security guards by my understanding. They're just like the everyday security guards who stand at every checkout and whatever. So he comes up to me and he's like, ma'am, are you aware of the rules? And I stop him halfway and I'm like, yes sir, I'm well aware. I know I cannot eat or drink in the station, which I was not. Like, I was just holding the cup and I said, I can't eat or drink in the station, sure. And he's like, okay, cool, you know the rules, we know the rules, we're all cool. I thought, okay, this situation is sorted, there's no more beef. So I load money in my card and then I go through, then like you have to like tap your card and then you go through like these gates. So I go through the gates and then I'm walking, living my best life, like getting excited, going back to varsity, and I hear this voice. It's like a sorry. So like at first I ignore it because I'm just like, oh, it's not for me. I haven't done anything wrong because I didn't. And then eventually I turn around and it's a man now dressed in beige. I remember I said the colors are important. So this man is dressed in beige and he comes up to me and he's like, hello ma'am, are you aware of the rules of the Gautrain station? And I'm like, oh my word, yes sir, your colleague has already spoken to me about this. I'm very aware that I should not be eating or drinking in the station. And as far as I'm concerned, I haven't eaten or dranken. Dranken? Is that a word? Dranken? Done anything wrong because I didn't drink from the drink. I was literally just holding it. This man loses his cool. Guys, I kid you not, he starts screaming at me like in the middle of the station. a huge man. Now, like, I'm pretty short. Like, this huge man is towering over me, and he's screaming at me, and he's going on, and he's like, I don't care, the rules of the station, no, 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 no. And I'm now like, usually I would be the type of person who's just like, okay, sir, I'm really sorry, and I'll just like throw my drink away. But I don't know what demon or angel or like what it is. Something possessed me that day, and I was like, not me. You picked the wrong girl, boo.
You gonna learn today.
I decided like I'm actually gonna stand up for myself today. So I asked him, and I'm like, sir, what is the rule of the station? Is the rule that you can't eat or drink in the station, or is the rule that you can't carry food or drinks in the station? And now, like, you know how, and I'm really saying this like not to be offensive, but you know how male, and I don't want to say black, but I'm gonna say African. I'll say African. You know how African males get when an African female, or any female for a fact, challenges them and actually makes sense and challenges them intellectually and like not physically, like you don't like shout at him, but you just ask him a very simple question, like a logical question, and when they can't answer, it like tips them off. So I asked him a very simple question. I was like, what's the rule? Because he's like going on at me, and he's like, these are the rules, these are the rules. Every time I tried to speak, he interrupted me until I had to be like, can I speak? I was like, can I speak? May I speak? Am I allowed to? Is it gonna happen? Because if I can't speak, just let me know, then I'll go. But can I speak? Until when he does let me speak, so I ask him, I'm like, what's the rule? Is it no eating or drinking, like physically, or just carrying the drink? Because guys, I oath, let the Lord be my witness, I didn't drink from it. Then he's like, it doesn't matter about the rule. Then I was like, hold up a minute, let's rewind a second, because the whole issue started of, ma'am, are you aware of the rules? And then he goes, it's not about the rule. So I was just like, okay, I see what's going on here. So I asked him straight up to his face, I'm like, oh, then if it's not about the rule, is it like a thing that you just want to assert your authority and your dominance over me because you've seen that I'm a young educated female who hasn't done anything wrong, and now that makes you feel threatened and that makes you feel insecure, and you don't know what to do about that, so you want to challenge me on this? And guys, I don't know, like, I'm not this person. I don't know where, like, I can't post a video of me singing a song when I can even sing, but I can like challenge this man. So what he says next is actually like, it's gonna shock you. So he says to me that the only solution in this scenario is for me to tag out of the station, go stand like on the side of the street, finish my drink, and then tag back in, pay twice, because quote unquote he says I'm not going on his train with my drink. Your train. Like, how, since, how, when, where, why, which, with, how did this become your train? I was like so confused. At this point in time, a witness even walks in, like a guy I go to varsity with walks into the station, and I'm like, hey dude, please come and see like the craziness that is actually happening here. I asked the guy I go to varsity with if he has like a water bottle so that I can transfer the liquid, because when I asked this man in beige what the issue was that the container could not be sealed. And I literally said to him, I was like, okay, let's go to your office and get sellotape and seal it. And he was like, no, it's not about sealing the bottle. Like, I feel like he just like didn't want me, he just wanted to see me drink that drink. Like, maybe it's a fetish, or like, I don't know. So he's still insisting that I will not get on his train unless I tag out and go and finish my whole drink in like 5 seconds. Keep in mind, the train is coming in like 10 minutes. I go finish my whole drink and then get on his train. And I say to him, I'm like, it is physically impossible for me. I'm one of those people who my stomach doesn't take well to like fizzy drinks and stuff like that. So if I had to like gulp a whole Pepsi, I would throw up. And I told him this, and I was like, if I go out and drink this whole Pepsi, I will throw up on your train. So would you rather I innocently carry and not drink a Pepsi, or I throw up on your train? Like, I don't think it's actually a hard choice. But he maintained that he wants me to drink this thing, and he was screaming at me. He's like, I don't care if you vomit, I don't care about your health. He was going on, and I was just like so frustrated. So in the end, like I ended up throwing away my drink, but like I literally am gonna lay a complaint, because guys, I just feel like you don't treat people like that, no matter if they're breaking the rules or anything. Like, you just don't treat people that way. He was so rude and so obnoxious. I said to him, he was literally just trying to assert his authority. He wasn't trying to keep up the rules, because if the rule was that no person can carry any food or drinks, every person carrying their groceries should then be stopped. Because I mean, you don't know if some woman's gonna open up her tomatoes and start eating them, or open up a can of milk and start drinking it. Like, I just felt so annoyed. I felt like my dignity was infringed upon, because he was screaming at me, like people were staring. And then my right to movement, like, this is not your train, boy. You are a drop in the Gautrain fish pond. Like, who and what if, imagine if I was someone important. Like, what if I was like the president's daughter and he just didn't know? Like, I would have got that nigga fired, literally. So anyway, that's my telling of the time where I encountered like the most rude person at the Gautrain station. Please don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Also comment if anything similar has ever happened to you at Gautrain, or like anywhere else. Like, if people have just been so insanely rude to you and have no regard for customer service or anything like that. Like, I'm really keen to know, and we must expose these people. Guys, don't be scared to stand up for yourself, because I usually wouldn't be the type of person, but that's why we get pushed around. Like, don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and say, you know what, you're not making sense and what you're doing is wrong. Because people will always treat you the way you let them treat you. So that's all I have for you guys today. Bye.